Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to make some press-on nails at home and how to do some cute summer nail art. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Starting off, I have these extra long soft gel nail tips. These are actually from Shein. I bought these a little before the raise in prices, so I think they were maybe $2. But these are full cover nail tips, which is what you need to make press on nails, especially if you plan to use gel polish. I've seen some people make their own full cover nail tips by using just half tips and adhering that to a cut down full cover nail tip, but that's way too advanced for me personally, so I just love using the full cover nail tips. Pretty lengthy explanation, but as you can see, I'm just very enthusiastic about press-on nails. You want to start by applying a base gel. This is going to be your foundation to ensure that your gel polish doesn't peel and to also ensure that you get a smooth application once you start using colors. So my usual go-to is the Beetles base gel. It works wonders, especially if you're a beginner, and it's a little more affordable, I would say. This actually is from the Beetles base gel and top coat set on Amazon, so I will be sure to link it down below. These nail tips are a little uneven at the end, so I'm filing the extra pieces off. That's something I did notice with these nail tips, which I haven't really experienced this with any others, but they just seem to have an excess amount of extra plastic. So yeah, before we get too far in, I'm just going to file that off really quick. For my base color, I'm using D&D's Take a Vow. I purchased this from Amazon. However, I think they are out right now because I cannot seem to find the direct link anymore. But if you search for D&D on Amazon, they have other beautiful nude colors that you can pick from. And I'm really honestly thinking about buying others because this is a really good brand to work with. But I'm just applying one layer of this on camera and then I'm going to do the second layer off camera to save a little bit of time. I want my nude to have a little bit of shimmer to it, so I'm using some of Born Pretty's Pearly Mirror Powder. I have an eyeshadow applicator that I use to apply the powder. I didn't do anything special after I applied my base color and cured it. I just went in directly after with this powder. I'm not gonna cure it or anything now, but I am gonna move on to the French tip design. So I'm using Born Pretty's Freedom Land collection for this. This is a magnetic gel polish, so I will also be using the magnet that came with it. They have 6 colors to choose from, and honestly, I went with this color based on various factors. So they do have purple, but I didn't want to do purple because I just did a purple nail set. They also have like a pinkish color, but I was worried that it would blend with the base, and then they had a green, but I also recently did a green nail set. They have a yellow, but to me it looked more gold. And then they also have an actual blue, which I was initially torn between green and blue. So this color just seemed perfect to use. French tips to me are very tedious to do, especially if you're just starting out. But the best way that I can explain how to do a French tip is by painting a capital T and then connecting the lines from the sides. And ever since I started doing it this way, I've gotten much better and even faster at doing it. Now, not to say you need to rush to do it, but I just noticed that I'm knocking them out way quicker than I was before. After you have the gel polish on, you don't want to cure it or anything just yet because we still have to use the magnet. So I'm going to take my magnet, and I don't have a particular way that I use the magnet. I've seen other creators and nail artists kind of go in a vertical motion along the nail, and I think that makes like a vertical line basically, but you can go at whatever angle you feel like you like the most. Once you have finished with that part and you like how it looks, you can cure it in your lamp for 30 seconds. I'm basically going to be doing this for all the nails, so once that is done, I'm going to move on to the nail art design. I plan to do some hibiscus flowers, so I'm using this D&D gel polish in the color white chalk for this design. You're going to want a dotting tool, or if you have a bobby pin, you can use the end of that. But I'm basically going to be painting on 3 dots that are fairly close together, but in the shape of an arrow, and I'm going to use a nail art brush to connect them in order to shape the petals. Once I like how my flower looks, I'm going to cure that in my lamp for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to start on my next flower. So curing in between just basically prevents me from making any mistakes or messing up the flower that I've already created, and it just ensures that my design is still going to be on there. My plan is to top coat these and then do my 3D nail art. I'm doing it in this order because I don't want my 3D nail art to appear bulky from the top coat. I have this 3D sculpting gel from Shein and it matches the gel polish for the most part. So I'm going to go over the top of the design on a few nails just to add a little texture to these. After layering on my gel polish, the nails did lose their shape a little bit and kind of fled off of the end of the nail. So I'm just filing off the ends and then we should be good to go. This is the finished nail set, perfect for summer, I think, but what do y'all think? As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.